What is up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we are back on Need for Speed Payback, and today we are here with this Lamborghini Huracan. And as we shall now demonstrate through this drift zone, this is the best, without a question, drift car in this game. So for those that have played Need for Speed 2015, you will know that this was easily the standout car of that game for drifting. And to be honest, just like the RSR, not much has really changed in this game. See that there? We got 3 stars quite easily. That took near to no effort, and I am speaking as well, trying to make a video. It's harder than it looks. Honestly, playing games, especially drifting in Need for Speed and commentating, is a lot harder than it looks. I'm not just a retard. So for those that do know, I spent a lot of time in the last game drifting as a whole, you know, just messing around with the drift mode in the last game. Toge, maximum attack. If you follow the channel for a long time, you'll know what that means. So in Payback, I was really excited to see if they fixed, you know, the balancing issues with the drift cars, and to see what the drifting was like generally, having obviously played so much of it in the last game. Honestly, not much has changed, to be honest. Cars don't drag to the side as often. They still do it every now and then, but not as often. And this Huracan is still ridiculously OP. Now, what I'm trying to do right now is actually go over to a specific event. It's called the Drift King event, so it's the one that you face when you're facing the Noise Bomb Drift King. And what we're going to do there is we're going to show you guys how OP it is. Now, since we're actually on the way, I can show you guys this. For my drift tuning settings or my live tuning settings, those are what I use. Pretty much the drift angle and the weight balance wants to be all the way to the front or all the way to the right, and then with the handbrake strength, I know a few people that use really weak handbrake strength. I know a few people that use really strong handbrake strength, including myself. So it's really personal preference. I just go with what I'm using now just because it's easier, although again it doesn't really matter too much. And then I am playing in manual just because it makes my life a whole lot easier, and it makes drifting a whole lot easier in this game. For the majority of this race, we're probably just going to go ahead and drift in gear 3, maybe go up to gear 4 every now and then, but to be honest, for the most part, if you drift in gear 3, you're going to be completely fine. Right, so if we go over to this event that we have now just arrived at, and we go over to the speed wall, you can see that I am second on the speed wall. I have no clue who that guy in first is, like literally no clue. Autolog has this habit of just like getting random people to go number 1 once you beat everyone on your friends list, which is not what I asked for. To be honest, I don't know who Dereliku is. Anyway, let's go ahead and start this event and show you guys what is actually going on with this Huracan. Right, here we go. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of comments of people saying, oh, this car isn't the best, this car's the best. Because I got that last time in 2015. And I don't really understand how people can say that. Are you not seeing how many points I'm getting right now? Are you not seeing this? Now, honestly, I'm not exactly going to go and end up breaking my score on this one just because of how much time it took me to beat my other score. But you're going to be able to get a good grasp. I'm definitely going to get 2 million. I think the fact I'm saying that in itself kind of shows realistically what this car is capable of and how ridiculous this is. Drifting in Need for Speed Payback is fun and challenging, and I'll stand by that to the day. Like, it's one of my the funnest modes, I guess you could say, but the one of the biggest issues is the balancing in this game. In race, it's the Regera, the RSR. In drift, it's still the Huracan. In drag, there isn't a specific drag car. I know the Aventador is quite good, I know the Mustang's quite good, so there's quite a few choices for that, but issues like this just need to be fixed sooner rather than later. I hit the wall. That is absolutely great. I can pretty much almost guarantee if you were to go ahead and grab any other car that gets the 399 from the drift class, you would not be able to beat this score easily, at least. If you gave it a bit of time, probably, to be honest, I haven't really been doing that well. I probably could have been doing a lot better. That's fun. Who at Microsoft thought it was a good idea to still use batteries in 2017? Who thought that was a good idea? Anyway, back to what I was saying before I was really interrupted. Yeah, you probably could beat the score, to be honest. It's not exactly the highest of scores if you put some time into it. With the Huracan, if you were to try it to beat me in any other 399 car, it's just not going to happen. This wasn't even that good of a time. I probably could have easily got 2.5 mil, to be honest. But as you can see, it is just the best. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do is quickly show you guys what perks I have on the car and the speed cards and stuff, because I think you guys be quite interested in that. So we're going to go ahead and jump over to the garage, and you guys can go ahead and see what is going on. Right, so as you can see, I have full Chidori parts. That's how you say it. Obviously, I want to get it to the point where everything has 3 perks. At the moment, I only have 3 of them, and to be honest, 2 of them have jump perks on, which isn't the most useful thing in the world. You know what? Let's have a few spins. We've got quite a few credits. Let's see what we can get. And on your first spin. That's like the most useless thing we could have got. Also, Ghost, I don't know who thought it was a clever idea to map right on the D-pad as the snapshot button in manual mode. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. It's not a good idea. It's quite annoying, actually. Right, again, something which is completely useless. Right, one more go. Is this what addiction looks like? Maybe. We've got another single speed. What is wrong with you? Now, with the brand bonuses, it really comes down to what you want to do. I know before, what I used to do is I used to have 3 of each, so you get 3 times on both of them. To be honest, a balance of NZXT parts and Chidori parts are probably the way to go, but it's just a lot easier just to get all of one, and it makes, you know, it makes the whole process a lot less painful. So that's what I've done. But honestly, it's completely down to personal preference. I would personally either go for Chidori or NZXT for drifting. And that's it, really. Besides that, just go out and try it yourself, I'd guess. Obviously, at the moment, you can't take this into speedless, and I can imagine if this ever comes into speedless, that is going to be very annoying. And I would try to encourage as many people to stray away from using this in, you know, public multiplayer lobbies whenever that becomes available. But for autolog times and trying to beat people on your autolog recommendations, there's really no other better car, and I'm going to carry on using it in autolog at least and in single player, just because, honestly, if drift ever does come to multiplayer, I probably will end up stop using this as long as more cars that get to 399. It's just one of those things. At the moment, this is the best car. Obviously, things can change. You know, patches can come along, and you know, little bug fixes can come along, and maybe something will change with this car in the future. But as of now, on the 10th of December, this is the best drift car in Need for Speed. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to go ahead and hit the like, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. You guys have been awesome. Stay safe and peace.